was in St. Teresa's in Form 1. Form 3, I went to St. Stephen's. And then during the general reshuffle, when I was in Form 5, I was pushed to St. Peter's.
Hey, so you had
A
three
house I
houses.
didn't like.
Peters. Oh, why? Peters, okay, Glenn Peters.
St. Peter's was a no-go area.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was, okay, our time was Kelly.
That was the reason why there was a general reshuffle.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't, the Peters was no-go area.
Parents will want Stevens, Patrick's, Luke's, George's.
Or Teresa's.
Or Teresa's.
But Kelly.
Not John Joseph's, not Peter's, Glenn. So they had to do the reshuffle so that they would neutralize the whole thing.
Oh, so back then Peters no-go area.
No-go area. No-go.
So it wasn't Kelly there.
No.
Kelly there.
Our time was Kelly.
No.
No. Okay, let me do the introduction. Apsu.
Action.
Apsu.
Action.
So let's go back.
So my name is Herman Eduse.
Yeah.
And listening to the years, my seniors.
You want to keep your ear. That's the fun of the.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
So I'm actually Apsu 2000.
Oh, great.
Yes, and we have the enviable privilege of hosting the anniversary, the 95th
This year?
Yes.
Oh, great. So maybe St. Augustine, what will be the date? It will be March.
That will be March.
Yes. So I think that for that one, the entire Obi van, everything will be in Cape Coast.
Yeah.
Mumpo, we are going to Cape Coast to bring you everything like. What do you think? Buffet ready. We'll be in Cape Coast. All right. So how are you known then and in the house?
I was called Spooky. I was actually in St. Luke's house.
Oh, Luke's
house
perfect.
perfect.
Oh, great. So 24 minutes past the hour 8. If you're doing the listening and you're watching in St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. The grey and white boys, some call them grey and white boys. Today we'll look at the difference. Who owns Holy Child? Who owns Infantiman? Who owns the Wesley Girls? The questions will be coming in. They will tell you the truth. So let's come back to the studio. Some history about the school, where it was from, purely Catholic school. I mean, Jeanette, was it the first location or somewhere relocated? The population grew. Was it a mixed school, sixth form? I mean, everything about St. Augustine's.
All right, thank you. So the Catholic mission came to Ghana, the Gold Coast, in the 17th century. When the church was 50 years, they celebrated that anniversary from 1928-29.
Right.
During the climax of that anniversary, they decided that they needed to have a school that would train teachers to man the schools that the Catholic Church was establishing in the Gold Coast. Meanwhile, you remember that there was a FASIPM, which was training teachers, and then Achimota had also started in 1924, also to train teachers. So they decided that they needed teachers. And so they cut a sort for a school to be set up at Emisano. And then 1930, the school started at Emisano. Initially as a
Emisano?
Emisano, yes.
Where is it located?
Emisano is just about 3-4 kilometers off Elmina. When you get after Elmina, you turn right.
Okay.
The school is a very beautiful school. It's still there.
So that was the first location?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was a seminary, and then it was a training college. Then along the line, as they were training the teachers, they realized that they needed secondary school. In fact, the Catholics were demanding that they needed a secondary school. And so in 1935, the current location, they did some bidding across the country for the various Catholic churches to bid to host the school. Jamestown hosted, Sopo hosted, bid, Koforidia bid, all kinds of locations to have the school in their on their soil.
The first Catholic school?
Yes.
Okay.
And eventually they decided that they would locate it between Elmina and Cape Coast.
Okay.
Because the church had moved from Elmina to Cape Coast. And I think the leaders didn't want to disappoint Elmina for the second time. So they decided that it would be between.
So viewers, on your screen is that edifice we are talking about. So St. Augustine's TV. This is where people so they will talk about all these things. So no menstrual, why? 89.7 is the dial.
So they cut the sword. In fact, after the bishops met, the three bishops, Bishop of Lower Volta, Bishop of Cape Coast, and then the Bishop of Tamale.
Okay.
They had a meeting and then they agreed that
To locate a Catholic school.
location will be.
The first Catholic
Yes.
school. Okay.
And then they did a sword cutting, a big one. It was done by the governor of the Gold Coast. When they did the sword cutting, within 2 years, they put up the block that you saw, the administration
great.
block. It was actually an omnibus block. The top was supposed to be residence for the priest. The chapel will be one side, and assembly hall one side, and then the offices at the bottom.
So that's what the old chapel is?
Yes.
Okay.
So they constructed it, and then January 1936, the school was opened formally. 15 January 1936.
1936.
They opened that location as a secondary school.
Oh, great.
So the training college and seminary moved initially, and then the seminary went back subsequently, and then we had St. Augustine's College in this current state as we have it.
Okay. So that is the story of St. Augustine's current location and how it started. So if you're an Apsunian and you don't know the story, you are listening to us for the first time here. So quickly, I mean, Secretary, how many students did they start with? I heard some time ago, it was a mixed school. It had some teachers who had some females who were once upon a time an Apsunian. I mean, there were stories like that.
The school has always been a boys' school. It started with about 100, and I don't have the exact figure.
Yeah.
A figure in the 100s. But within 3 years, the population has shot up to over 400, and the facilities they had. At that time, it was the block A and block B, the ones, the 2 blocks by
The administration.
block.
Okay.
They couldn't contain the people who were coming from Kumasi, from the north, from the Volta region, from the Seshi areas, all over. And so they decided that they would they would decongest the school. So in February 1952, the Catholic Church established 4 schools, same day,
Yeah.
to decongest St. Augustine's College. The 4 schools, Opokuwari is one, Bishop Herman is another, St. John's is another,
St. John's
secondly.
Secondary, Takrady, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then I think the last one will be Pope John's.
Pope John's.
Yes, Pope John's. So
Okay.
all those.
So everybody
4
wanted
schools-
to come to Augustine.
Yes. So the 4 schools were established to decongest.
Oh,
so that
great.
now, if you are in Volta, you can go to
Go
Bishop
to
Herman.
Bishop
you
Herman.
can go here, Kumasi. You can go to Opokuwari.
Oh,
For
they mean that
example-
St. Augustine gave birth to all these
Oh, yeah.
Catholic
For
schools.
example, the first 4 headmasters of Opokuwari were all Apsunians.
Ah.
Beginning with Father Beggars, who was taken from Gasco to go and start it.
Oh,
who was a
great.
priest.
Great.
And so that's how.
So I don't think that when we meet these guys in any competition, they
They
dare
are
not
children.
beat us. Because we are their parents. Oh, great, great, great. 4 schools just to decongest St. Augustine's.
Yes.
Oh. Yes, so if you're watching us live, those in Europe on YouTube, that is a story St. Augustine's is telling you today. We'll come to, I know all the questions are here. So from 100, how many houses now? Population?
The current population of the school is 2,000. And currently we have, I think, 12 houses.
12 houses.
Yes.
Can you take us through?
Okay. Starting, we have St. Peter's House. We have Father Glenn House. We have St. Stephen's House. We have St. Patrick's House. We have St. Teresa's House. We have St. George's House. And then we have St. Joseph's, St. John's, Kelly House, St. Luke's House, and then Papa Kwesi Indum House.
Yeah, that is the latest.
That's the latest.
Okay. Okay. So, you know how many? 12 houses? 12 houses.
Yes.
Ah, you see? So this should tell you, it's, I mean, maybe they'll give us a view of the school. St. Augustine's College, 12 houses in all, and so the population, 2,000 plus, right?
Yes.
2,000 plus, okay. So, St. Augustine's, is it a science school? an Greek school, a business school, an art school, a music school, a seminary, a seminary, or what is it?
Currently, St. Augustine's.
But did it start as a seminary?
It started off as
It
a
started
training
off
school
as
and
a mixed.
Okay.
It was running all.
Okay.
Let me just add it. The training college eventually was taken away to Bogoso. So there is a St. Augustine's
And Bogoso.
senior high school there now. But that was then the training college.
Training college.
So that this one will remain as a secondary school.
Oh,
But
great.
in the 70s, that training college was also converted into a secondary school.
Secondary school.
That one is a mixed secondary school.
Oh, okay. So this is a senior high school and this is a
Yes.
college.
Yes.
Okay. And tomorrow mutie na mo pesa distinction no. Secretary Eddie Ato. So there's a St. Augustine's College. Then it was a training school. Now a senior high, but the college right is in Cape Coast here. And also. So back to the question.
Yes,
Is it-
the school currently offers general science, business, arts, and agric. But, you know, it's well known as a science school because during our days, even at A level and currently WASI, we do extremely well in the sciences.
Yeah.
You know, let me add this. You would hardly find any school where they have a junior science lab, a senior science lab.
It is not.
No.
Most
Most
of
of the time you have one room science, physics lab, chemistry lab, biology lab. We have a junior science lab made up of a physics lab, chemistry lab, and a biology lab. Then we have a senior science lab, which is, in our day, we used to call it a six,
For six formers.
for six formers and probably somewhere O-level students. You hardly will find, and that underscores the importance that science play as far as the college's development is concerned.
So your St. Augustine is strong in science as well.
Very strong in science, but these days it's also very strong in business.
Business too
Very
as
strong
well.
in business as well.
And that means that by now, the science and maths, we should have won it by almost 7
Yes.
times. But
Yes.
PSEC is still leading.
By
And
some,
even
by,
Cape
by,
Coast-
by some sheer stroke of luck, they've been, but we'll bounce back.
Oh, surely. So St. Augustine will surely bounce back, as Mr. Sunu just said. And so we here, St. Augustine abokosem and Ayaka anniversaries and legacy projects that my year group, everybody has done so far. We did the dining hall, so we'll talk about all these things today. So the 96 guys who are doing the listening, I can see the comments on the page, and so I've seen Papa Urubeni also there, and all of them watching us live. So 35 minutes past the hour 8, it's all about St. Augustine's. Michael, the pictures are not coming. Why? Okay, so back to academics once again. From the O-level times, there was competition in Cape Coast. How was it like?
You know, the interesting thing about our college is the fact that it's a very all-round one. We have always been strong in academics, strong in sports, strong in discipline, strong in entertainment, in all the areas. Some schools may probably pride themselves in one side of the coin, but we pride ourselves in all the areas. If you go into the records from the 1970s up to today, St. Augustine still holds all the national records, holds most of the regional records in sports. When you talk about academics, it's been good. We want it to be better. Even this year, 2024, the WASI results that were released, the last time I checked, they had gotten about 40-something, 8 A's.
St. Augustine's
Yes,
College.
the last one that was released.
Recently.
We are yet to get the full picture.
Okay.
But that tells you the level of excellence that we talk about and we live as students and as alumni of St. Augustine's.
So the debate between Infantipim, St. Augustine, and Disco.
They are loud brothers, but we allow them. No,
Is it
when you get to the ground, the results are there. Dr. Baumia will say the data doesn't lie.
It is only possible. Okay.
The data doesn't lie.
But what Mr. Tete, let me find out, what is this rivalry between Augustines and Infantipim?
from coming from me, I don't see the rivalry. I mean, they know, yes, they were there before we came. But since we came, they know they are the small boys.
You know, there is some explanation to it, actually.
Okay.
You know, Van Spem is 1876.
Yeah.
And they were the only school in Cape Coast.
And even in Ghana.
Everybody was going there. Then at this side, the Anglicans decided that no, they didn't want Methodist education. So
They also came up.
and even the way they started it, it was some way.
Yes.
And that's what created the rivalry between the two of them. Until the 1930, from nowhere,
The
that school
college
comes up.
came in.
You know. So when, if you go and read about even the speech by the headmaster of Mfasipim at the time, he was telling them that, well, you are welcome, but we are the ones on the ground here. You know, so that rivalry started. We are here, and then you have come. And Ogasco announced itself in Cape Coast with a bang.
Okay.
From the onset, they started competing very well. with
Then the
Addis
Catholics
Ababa.
were powerful.
Yes.
Then I think that brought that bang that
Exactly.
the Methodists and Anglicans couldn't match.
A school that was started and the whole Otufo from Kumasi gave money to start. He paid $250.
You're talking about this school.
No, St. Augustine's.
St. Augustine's?
Yes.
Otunfo paid.
Otufo was Oseajima Prembe.
Oh, great.
He paid £250. He made
Damn.
the highest donation. Yes, at the
Oh,
time.
great. For St. Augustine's to be established.
Yes. It was a school for the whole country.
Yeah.
And so monies, if you go to the administration block,
Block,
you see the
yeah.
plaque. You see that it's from all over, from the north, from the west, from the east, from the south. And so they felt a bit threatened, and over time it's become a very friendly rivalry, and we enjoy it.
Okay. So that is the history, the rivalry thing that is there. So when it comes to sports, you're talking about sports, we getting all the accolades, records, everywhere when it comes to, I mean, national, central region, everywhere.
If you talk about football, there are so many people who were in our school. People talk about Ecclesia, yes. But beyond Ecclesia, even Dada Dobote, he
Also went there,
He
yeah.
went there.
Yes.
The
Matthew
Japan-
Amua.
Matthew Amua. At a point, there's this story that at one point, Kotoko was coming to play Dwarfs, and Dwarfs was not ready. It was Ogasco team that went and played Kotoko
And they beat them
and beat them.
and beat Kotoko.
Yes, on behalf of Dwarfs.
Yeah, I know St. Augustine has a very good football
You know,
team. I
that
mean,
was way back then.
way back then.
In the 80s, for those of us who were there in the 80s, I went to Form 1 in 85. Ogasco had won Interco about 6 times in a row already.
And so what was that? This
I
going in
left,
front of me?
I left St. Augustine's College, and Ogasco had been winning all through the period I was there.
Oh, great.
11 years straight. You know, that is the kind of sports excellence that we have had. We have people like Augustine Ketia and
Shubi.
Yeah.
I mean, national
some of
athletes.
them became national and
Yeah.
went out of the country, naturalized with other countries, and they were doing very well.
The picture on the screen.
The Green Boys.
The Green Boys. Maybe, Herman, you can you picture this? Put
Intercourse Zona.
zone out there
And the sports people come so that they
You
are
bless
blessed.
them.
They are blessed.
before they go.
Before they go.
This canvas, right? Or
This
goes
should be the old. No, this should be at the Saddle Park.
park.
This is at the
Okay.
Saddle Park.
Okay. But at a point in time, Adisco left Augustine's
Yes.
zone and went to another zone.
Yes. In
What
fact,
brought that problem?
It was deliberate. They were taken out of our group, and they joined, I think, the
Agree. National-
Uniprag zone.
Yeah.
zone. Because if you recall, I mean, Adisco was, I mean, if you mention Infanspem, Ogasco, Adisco, out of these 3 schools, they were always last. But the Ajama and the trouble they caused around that time,
They were not good at sports.
they were, I mean,
Yeah.
we always left them behind. But because of some of the, problems we were creating, they had to be taken out and join the Unipra group. And I think Cape Tech.
Cape Tech.
I remember Cape Tech gave them some good beating.
Adisco.
Oh, yes.
But Adisco then also,
The technical school people, you cannot
With
identify.
their
Yeah, T-square.
All their practical tools.
Oh,
can fly.
Yeah. So, Herman, how was the rivalry like? I mean,
Oh, it's been friendly, like they rightly said. But for me, like I've always been saying, of the
but
three
when it's
schools-
in front of him, you see a disco,
we
Augustins,
always pair up.
pair and fight in front of him.
Exactly.
Yes.
That has always been it.
That's been the DNA since.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I really don't
Yeah,
know
but two, yeah.
what occasions that.
Yeah, but two, yeah.
Maybe I have two, yeah. So the two schools are ganging up against the old one. They feel they are entitled. So at times we need to bring them back. I mean,
But they have numbers.
as far as, no, it's with the two schools combined, we always have
No, but
the number.
with individual schools, will they have technical courses?
I think that Infasepem's population may be slightly higher
Yeah.
than Ogasco. In fact, among the three schools, Ogasco is the least populated among the three schools. But Infasepem seems to have a little more than
Yeah.
the other two schools. Yes.
Okay, so 44 minutes past the hour 8, baby, I will be a UTA. So UTA radio, so 89.7 FM. Usha TV, so a Max TV. Usha online, what talk radio now UTA. And a maximum 104.3 or more talk radio. Kumasi a max 102.3. Timo UTA, no, a St. Augustine's College. You say, Bimu Kumasi, we have Sunian. Now we are current students, now we now UTA. St. Augustine's Abakosem. And we'll go to all those projects, the anthem, we'll go through, yes, we've lost one teacher. I saw this morning, Okoto. Kofi Okoto. We'll tell the story about Okoto one day. Okay. Let's come back to Augustine's cadet corps. How is it like? Is it strong in Cape Coast? When it comes to cadet, I hear Chimota always brags that they are number one in Accra. When you go, Accra says they are number one. But in Cape Coast, whether it's a disco, in front of people, St. Augustine's.
In Cape Coast, without a doubt, it's St. Augustine's. Of course, a disco cadet too is also strong. But I remember I was part of the group that got the Infasepem cadet corps set up.
Oh, great.
Myself, Edevelas, and then Sodoro at the time. We went there to train their first cadet corps.
Okay.
So when it comes to college cadets, St. Augustine's
It's number one.
is number one.
So
Of
St.
course.
Augustine formed Infantipim's
Yes, at the time.
cadet
When
at
I
that
was
time.
there.
Oh, great.
But of course, they also had some old boys in the military then who supported them with a uniform after we trained them.
But we had General Not Koenum.
We had General Nkono.
Yes. His funeral will be coming up
Yes. I think it was
February 8th.
February.
Yes.
So, may so rest. The Buffalo soldier was an Apsunian, and I heard he supported the cadet corps real well. Soldier, wherever you are, may so rest in perfect peace.
And we also do get support from the Apsunians in the Ghana Army.
Oh, great.
Recently, they donated some uniforms to the college.
Colonel Tieku, my colleague.
Okay, the team, there was Colonel Sasago Adote.
Okay.
There was
Lieutenant General Emisa.
Lieutenant General Emisa.
Emisa.
And then even the
Colonel Tieku.
and then the Brigadier Fred Intiri.
Three.
Brigadier General.
Brigadier General. Hey, don't reduce the pose here.
Brigadier
Before
General.
we finish, we'll come and move you out.
And I think the current army commander.
Yes,
The
Okay.
current army commander is also
An
an
Apsunian,
Yeah, he's
the
an
current army commander.
that's right.
Oh, great. So we'll get to the personalities. I know that's where people will be
By
interested.
now, Ogasco is the only school with an armory.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the only school with but I don't know, but maybe some schools also have an armory that they maybe.
I'm talking about standard armory.
Shall I?
Not an improvised one.
Yes.
A standard
Armory.
armory.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so you saw some of the pictures, and kind of one of the biggest. Is it brass band?
Regimental band.
Regimental band in Cape Coast. It's from St. Augustine's School.
You know the funny thing about this regimental band? When Mr. Emisa was headmaster.
The late Emisa.
No.
No.
He's
alive.
still alive.
Former headmaster.
Former
yes.
headmaster.
Frank
The
Emisa.
one with some fine beard with white.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still
The beard
alive.
is like yours.
Yes.
You know,
Fine gentleman.
very fine gentleman.
Fine gentleman.
He used to, every speech day, he would go to Fanspim to borrow their brass band instruments. And he thought it wasn't correct. He would either go to Fanspim or go to the cathedral, the Catholic cathedral. And he thought Ogasco should not be borrowing from other people.
No.
So he decided to set up the band. And today, our band is better than all the other bands in Cape Coast, including the Fanspim. In fact, at their last speech, they came to borrow our instruments.
I heard even when they won the NSMQ, it was our
Yeah,
drums that
it was
they-
our drums
Can
they
you
used.
imagine?
It was our drums.
Oh, great. So some stories there, and still on St. Augustine's, we look at the disciplinary aspect. This is a school that is walled. It's not walled. Somebody say from the ocean is the wall, just a road. And how was it like? I mean, Exeat, moving to town. Maybe Herman, you could tell us.
I think
Yeah.
now there's some form of boundary. I mean, in the past there was no wall at all.
From the mortuary side,
Yes, now
free
there's-
to go.
Yes.
Ola side, free to go.
The front, if you have the hat to.
There was this white man at the top of the administration.
Yeah, old Freddy.
Old Freddy. Is he alive?
No.
No. Okay.
So I mean, like you say, the kind of training we go through.
So this is the entrance of St. Augustine's College. You have some students coming. So the now boundary, you have a boundary now.
Yeah, there are some, there are walls.
There are walls.
At the frontage and then the mortuary side.
Okay. Just behind the park?
Yes, just
Yes.
after the fact.
Okay, so there's a wall now
Yes.
separating the regional hospital
From
and St. Augustine's.
Yes.
Oh,
Which
great.
didn't used to be the case.
Do you?
It didn't used to be the case.
Okay.
You can imagine all the kinds of things that used to happen. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
again, it's
I had a senior who wanted me when he wants to punish me. You see where the mortuary was?
Yes. Fetch
There's
water.
a pipe water there, and he tells me I should go and fetch
That water.
that water.
11 p.m.
And it's 11 p.m. Hey, go here, Beverly. You know the dash, eh? Come, go and fetch water from that mortuary. So one day I went. It was a Friday. Then the mortuary man had placed the dead bodies that will be carried the next day. She asked me that, Afrabai, one day small. I was a senior, my boss, he brought me to say, this should be my last time coming to the mortuary. From that time, getting to the mortuary, I find it normal. Because of what a senior did, though. So when I go to the mortuary, when my father died, my mother died, I enter the mortuary as if it is a normal place to go. Sorry?
because you have gotten used to it.
Okay, so some memories, we'll be looking at that, but let's look at the disciplinary aspect of St. Augustine, the likes of... Did you meet Bentu?
Yeah, I did.
You okay?
I did. And
Right.
just the mention of his name in itself instilled a lot of fear. And it's all part of the kind of training that
Who was Bentu?
Bentu was a senior house master during my time. And
Yeah.
I think he also nurtured a lot of the sports.
Sportsman.
Yeah, I met some of the Andan brothers at the time
Oh, great.
who also hold a lot of the records. I mean, and like my senior mentioned, some of these guys traveled out there and then did exploits. I mean, Andan brothers were some of those. And all of these guys went through the training through Mr. Bentum at the time. So rest in peace. And again, like he said, for St. Augustine, I think the school produces well-rounded students. So from the discipline we have through the Catholic doctrines and then the academics coupled with the extracurricular and all, the kinds of students we churn out are usually very well-rounded and ready for the society, unlike other schools where there's a bias.
Yeah.
So as far as discipline is concerned, aside from the Catholic doctrine, there's also the discipline you get from the seniors, who by themselves have also been passed through some form of very good discipline. So I think fairly, the students that come out are well-rounded and they exude a lot of discipline in all aspects. If they come to this.
Okay. So some stories there, the disciplinary. So, Secretary, you want to add something when it comes to discipline?
Discipline has been our hallmark. In fact, beyond St. Augustine's, discipline appears to be a hallmark of all Catholic schools,
Yeah.
generally. And St. Augustine's being the first discipline, I mean, we ensure that we blaze the trail in that. Typically, Absunians don't make too much noise. It's
Yeah.
part of
The
the
training.
discipline, the part of the training. You see an Absunian doing some great exploits, which in some other school you would have trumpeted so many notches higher, but
Yeah.
a typical Absunian will take it in his stride and just allow it to slide. And so sometimes people think, oh, Absunians, you are too cool. We don't hear of you and all
Yeah.
of that. It's part of our training. That, you know, success, you achieve one success, you move on. You achieve one, you move on. And that has been part of what we have built up
Yeah.
as Absunians.
Okay. Is that what I want to add when it comes to Absunians and discipline?
I think Eric and Herman have said it all. When it comes to discipline, it comes naturally, of course, with the Catholic background. You know. And then I think during our days when Mr. Luke was the headmaster, you know, we had the Trinity. Mr. Josiapia, and then Mr. Agozige, he was assistant academic.
Yeah.
And then we had Mr. Bintum, senior housemaster. Those three people,
Dare not.
you dare not. I mean, you want to make sure nothing happens that you have to go and face any of them. You know, I remember Josiapia English class, especially when it gets to O level, he shows interest. We are about 200. He go for abuse. Those who are not doing well in English, every afternoon you have to go to his residence and write
Right.
essays for him.
Great.
And, you know, so that's how come
Yeah.
we were good academically. Yes.
Okay. So 54 minutes past the hour 8. Baby, OTA radio. So 89.7 FM. Now, TV. So now, St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. Mom, OTA, and I'm person of Marcos High School. No, Mom, so Manumusa Manco School. No, but actually, no. I'm come back across High School. Exactly, now, Quebec commercial break here. Bar. The better was some the projects in your man. Secretary Sunuba Boy Moo. So with NEC, let me start with. So can you brief us how St. Augustine's alumni NEC works? How do you get all these alumni contributing to projects? And I mean, how is it done?
Let me just go back a minute
Okay.
and then talk about Apsu itself.
Okay.
And talk about it. So the college started 1930. In 1933, those days it was a training college program.
Right.
So they were running January to December. So 1930 they started. 1933, the first batch of students graduated in December. So the following year, the principal, Father Kelly, decided that we should have an alumni body. So he wrote to all the students who had left.
So from day one.
Then he invited them for a meeting.
Okay.
And that meeting was held in December 1934, from 26th of December thereabout to 29th. And after that, in those meetings, they ratified their operational documents and all, and then they inaugurated Apsu,
Yeah.
with Father Kelly himself being the president. And then one Rodney being the secretary, and then they kicked off. So that's how come Apsu is
So I also started in Cape Coast.
in
Cape Coast.
Emisano
Emisano. Okay.
in 1934.
34.
So originally it was Emisano Past Students Union,
Oh, great.
Apsu. So when it moved to Cape Coast, then it became St. Augustine's Past Students Union. And all through the years, initially it
There's a
was-
question people keep on asking.
Okay.
Everybody is an association, you are a union.
Yes, those are the unique things about us.
Every past association.
We do
association
not
gets-
follow the wind.
Oh,
We just
okay.
like that.
Oh, great, great. So, those watching on TV, it is a new block. I think that this was the 98.
This is the block that was built by 1998.
98. I was there.
A 4-unit staff
Yes, I was
apartment.
there.
Yeah.
And it was some In the staff bungalow, right?
Yes.
Yes. So the 98th group putting up this nice edifice there. Okay.
Yeah, so when the union started, it was more of offering support to the teachers, helping, because they were essentially teachers who had left the school and who were trying to give back by helping the young teachers with their formation so that they can be a lot more effective in the classroom. Over the years, other things came to add, supporting the college with finances when the college was in crisis in the 1960s, when they needed money to help build more infrastructure.
So it was the old students?
Oh, they did all of that.
Oh, great.
In the 70s, I don't know whether because of the military era, it was a bit, things were a bit slow. 1977, 78, when we were going to have the 50th anniversary, the Golden Jubilee, the old boys came together again, and they literally ran the show. Unfortunately, the anniversary got it suffered because of the accident that happened.
Yes, we'll talk about
the
the
gentleman
accident.
that drove through
The students.
and then it somehow affected the rest of the anniversary. But since then, I want to indicate there's one Dr. Honey, and then JP Johnson, we'll call it JPJ. The two of them played a key role from the 1980s, since the anniversary, all through to the late 1990s. They were the ones holding the union.
Okay.
And bringing people together during speech days, ensuring that Apsunians will come around and they'll be able to enjoy what the college had for them and be able to support the college with all that it did. Then in the early 2000s, we had emerging Professor Cliff Tego. Prof. Tego, then he was the vice dean of the medical school, and he came up as the Apsu president, and he held the group. He brought in a lot of innovation, including the popular Apochekakra. He brought up the concept.
Do we still do the Apochekakra?
We still do, but now it got to a point people thought that all Apsu dances going to do Apochekakra. So we've tried to bring in other things without kicking it off, so that it doesn't look like.
Okay. So no, hold on, the story will be told. Let's go for a commercial break. What would hear 89.7 is the dial. So assuming out there, I know most of Sunians want to listen to that famous accident that happened in, is it the 80s or 70s?
1980.
1980. We'll talk about that. Let me go for a break. When I come back, the discussion continues.
Max TV and Max Radio listeners and viewers, get ready to win big with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's so simple. Just dial *426*8# on all networks now and follow the prompts. It's easy to play. Pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. Yes, it's that simple for listeners and viewers of Max TV and Max FM. You can win from 100 to a massive 50,000 Ghana cedis every day. Right here. Don't miss your chance. Charlie, players all over Ghana are winning serious cash now. What are you waiting for? Max Mega Cash Box. Dial *426*8# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Your chance to win 50,000 Ghana cedis is just a lucky box away.
Max Mega Cash is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform for those 18 years and above only. Terms and conditions apply.
Weekend just got maximized as the whole new TIG show with Frankie 5 and the TIG crew on this and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Max 89.7 FM. Get served with the gospel music trends, hot music videos, top chats, captivating interviews, and your favorite segment, Damascus Experience. This is gospel. Preach it to all generations.
Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men. Matthew 4 verse 19. Tune in to Max FM and listen to Evangelism Focus, a program brought to you by courtesy of the Global Evangelism Restoration and Focus Movement. Do you belong to a church and desire to win souls? Or are you into evangelism in any part of the world? Then join us and be a member of this movement. We help to win souls for existing Bible-believing churches. Your host is the radio evangelist, Deacon Danny Glover, a seasoned evangelist from the International Central Gospel Church, Royal Temple, Awoshi, and founder of the Global Evangelism Restoration and Focus Movement, Global ERFM. He has over 30 years of experience in evangelism, so you'll be greatly inspired as you listen to him. Tune in this and every Sunday from 5:30 to 6 a.m. and you will be blessed. For enquiries, call 0244 955 425 or 050-9038-893 or visit our website www.restoreevangelism.org. Evangelism Focus. Let's focus on evangelism.
This Saturday and every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of respirited debate and fierce competition. Presec Secondary School, 7 times winners. Omo producing NASA intelligent.
Atomic Energy Commission Okrumano. Omo yede wo.
Kwani present can say go up.
Kumasi High School, Truth Conquest. Yan can say Truth Conquest.
Truth Conquest. When St. Augustine is talking about Adisade is talking about the best, it's always good for Adisade. And then St. Augustine, perseverance conquest on truth is what? Then
Truth Conquest. Mo persevere, mo yedeyo. It's truth that conquers at long last.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition. It's exactly 6 minutes past the hour 9. And if you are doing the watching, it's live on Max TV. And we are streaming on all our platforms. And on the website is www.max.com.gh. And YouTube is Max TV Ghana. It's maybe a war who St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. And Yabasabani Abetua and Komono. So, Secretary, you are talking about the famous, we're looking at the Apsu. How is there a secretariat in Accra here?
Our secretariat currently is at Bachona.
Bachona.
Yes.
Okay.
It's at Bachona.
Okay. So all Apsunians watching or listening, the secretariat, which the location specifically?
Within the TSO estate.
Okay.
TSO estate.
Okay.
In Bachona.
Okay.
Just along the road.
Along the road.
Yes.
Okay, so all those who are asking where our secretariat is, that is where Secretary Sono has given you the right location. So if you have any contribution, want any questions, you just get there and it will be answered. Okay, so let's back to that story of where 1980 students were killed by a driver who drove. Did he drive through the school or what actually happened?
It's a very bizarre story. The account we have is that the school was, as part of the anniversary, organizing the float. And they had left the college using the road. They had barely, they had gotten someone to town, yes, a bit. beyond Babacano. And then this gentleman came, and then you know the way students behave. I mean, even today when there's demonstration and there are floats, people will bang on
your cars and right.
excitement. Apparently, the gentleman got furious. He returned, and then before they realized, he had come full speed and ran into the crowd. And that whole night, it was a mess. The float ended immediately. They had to carry people to the hospital. They brought in Apsunians who were doctors somewhere in the UCC hospital. That was when Dr. Wilson, Dr. Deban, and several Dr. Fiakponu and others who were Dr. Deban is not an option. He's a Santa. But they all came in and treated the people. Unfortunately, we suffered a casualty by way of death in the process. Others got maimed. And so that is the sad story.
Are some still alive?
Yes. There is one who is somewhere in Central Region, somewhere around the Jumako area, either Jumako or Fusu area. We are trying to get a full story from him, but some of them don't want to recount because of the sordid event that they saw. I mean, there are some that didn't suffer any injury, but they saw life, a car running through and somebody falling. The person is your mate, the person dies. And so even though you don't suffer any injury,
but you
that
saw it live.
recounting of the story is something they don't want to remember. And so that's the sad story. Funny enough, after that event, Ogasco never had any float. We never had any courage to organize
any float again
until I think a few years ago when Mr. Cornell was the headmaster. Then they organized one. That was when we were having the 19.
I think it was 2016.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Quite recently.
No, 2020. When we were organizing the 90th. The
90th anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was when they organized the float. The headmaster gathered courage and they organized the float all through the town. It was a very successful one. At least we have broken the jinx.
Yeah. But is there any remembrance day or anything for the lost souls on that particular day?
So since 2023, we've been having a memorial mass for all Apsunians who have departed.
Right.
And we actually list everyone from all the year groups so that we can have a mass, thank God for their lives, and then pray for their souls.
Yeah. Okay. So 10 minutes past the hour 9. If you're listening to radio, it's 89.7. On TV, St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast, outlining whatever, the school, more person will call Augustines. Pictures in the P, but we've lost some key personalities too as well. We'll come to that and we'll look at the legacy projects that have been going on. So this will tell you that St. Augustine from day one had an alumni in Chinyafrina. Among four association. This is a union. And to look at the difference. Among four associations, St. Augustine's have a union. So let's come back to maybe Raka Tete will brief us on the legacy project. Whether one day, they say you people you need to choose a legacy project. I say, but we pay school fees. So can you take us through?
Normally, when you complete St. Augustine's College, exactly 25 years after you completed, you are responsible for organizing the speech day, and as part of the speech day, you unveil a legacy project.
Yeah.
Now the projects come in different forms. You could pick any building on the campus and renovate it. Others will start a completely new project from the scratch. So we had like the 4-bedroom, 4-unit bedroom for the teaching staff. We had a group that renovated the dining hall. We have a group that renovated the geography block, for example. There was a project for our science labs as well.
So the group chooses
the group working together with the school who agree on a specific project. that will be done as a legacy project.
Oh, okay.
So you have to contact the school management. Of course, the national executive are also part of the, thing that you consult.
It be very expensive, say bill.
We do not want projects that are left hanging.
Okay.
Because you see, when you take up the hosting right, you have 1 year.
Okay.
And we don't want a situation where you will start and then by the time of the speed day you are not done.
Yeah.
And then once your speed day is also ended, you won't be able to mobilize funds to come back. And so that is where NEC comes in.
Okay.
So whatever project you pick up, we try to ensure that you have the capacity to mobilize funds both from within the year group and also from the rest of the Apsunians to be able to deliver the project. That is the role of NEC. But the college helps to determine what is priority to them. Because it will not be good to do a project that is of no value to the college.
Oh, okay. So that is how NEC gives the legacy projects to the various association. Oh, great.
And then to add to that, currently we have a committee that has been set up who visit the school and identify a project that has to be done.
Okay.
And then also we are building a kind of a project bank.
Okay.
So this time what happens is that, and then we'll rank them. And so that whenever a year group comes and says, I want to do a legacy project, you go through what we have in the project bank and then you pick one.
Oh, okay. So that is, there will be a committee.
There is.
There is a committee.
They are currently working.
Okay. So what, the anniversary is what, 90th?
Yes.
90th anniversary?
No.
The college anniversary is 95th.
95th. Oh, okay. So which year group is taking over?
That's my year group.
So that's 2000.
2000 year group.
2000.
Yes.
Are you of Nathaniel in your group? No.
Nathaniel is 2001.
Oh, okay. So 2000, you are taking over the project this year.
We are doing that.
So what are you doing?
But they are not just doing project, they are hosting the speech
We
day.
do
The speech day and the legacy.
Project.
Yes.
In the they cut off.
That's what everybody does.
That's
actually.
Yes, we did the same thing. The bill was, hey, it wasn't easy.
the bill
We
was
contributed until we got there. But ours was, unfortunately, the COVID time. So we went a certain hotel. We had a speech day at, is it Pempam Say? That is, so we didn't have that feeling. So maybe secretary will bring us back.
But it was better than not doing it at all.
No, someone said some question that maybe we should have postponed it and maybe we come back because some wanted to come down, you're just some few people. So we didn't have that feeling of seeing your mates after 25 good years.
So you can plug into this one.
maybe secretary will write to.
You can plug into this one, given that is also the Apsu night.
Exactly.
Right.
So then it's quite a big.
So you are taking over the 95th anniversary.
Yes.
Okay, which project are you doing?
So we are rehabilitating the junior science lab.
The junior science lab.
So that's the physics, chemistry, and then integrated science, and it has a lecture theater.
Right.
And given the times we are in, we are creating capacity to allow for robotics in there. So that's
Hey,
what we
the Kappa, but NEC will support you.
Yes.
I mean, the various secretary, the various year groups also contribute.
They all contribute.
Oh, okay.
And I must say we've enjoyed quite a bit of support. I mean, there were challenges, especially given that it was an election year last year, and people were holding back to see how things pan out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the good thing is that things have picked up, and like the good book says, money answers all things. So once the money is coming in a lot more chunky, the work is advancing quite.
So your contribution, how far? You know, some you won't get all of them.
Yes.
All but say insanity and pay.
Exactly.
But I mean,
so we
much is just around the corner.
yeah, in total we had to raise about 6 million.
6 million.
Yes, because of the kind of projects we're doing.
That's 600,000 or 6 million.
6 million Ghana cedis.
6 million Ghana cedis. Yes, dollars.
Yes, so
Number doing.
currently we are about 50% of that.
Oh, great.
But the good thing is, and we have a lot of redemptions also coming,
Okay.
especially post the election. And some of the corporates who also pledged were looking at after the election. So we've touched base with them. The likes of Alisa Hotel, for instance, after our interview here,
It's also an
He
Apsunian.
actually reached the son. The
Okay.
general manager is my
Oh,
classmate.
okay. It's also an Apsunian.
Yes, so
Oh,
he actually
great.
reached out to us during the interview to bring a scholarship letter. And
Oh,
we did.
great.
And we also have, at the time, NLE gave us quite a bit of money.
Samia
Start,
Ogu.
yes, even before the elections. They gave us.
Sami is part of your year group?
Yes, he is a junior. He's
Junior,
that's
okay.
an Alatos year.
Oh, okay.
But as part of their good deeds project, they gave us some money.
Oh, great.
And the interesting bit is that apart from the legacy projects we are focusing on,
Yeah.
there's actually an entity that is helping us with fixing issues to do with sanitation around the school.
Great.
To also help enhance that. So there's some funding coming specifically for that on the side.
Yeah.
Now there's also something unique the prefects of the year group are doing, and it's picking a certain aspect of the project and fully funded.
Your year group prefects
Yes.
are doing something extraordinary.
So,
Oh, that's
so
great.
Far, the target was to raise $10,000 to fix. The lecture theater is just about $10,000.
Okay.
And that was the target. As at my last check last week, we had done $5,500.
Oh, great.
And that is set aside specifically for that. So that there's money for that, so that
Okay.
the others can focus on. And so unfortunately, I couldn't get you the updated pictures.
Yes,
from
yes,
the
yes.
last time. But the project team is actually there. And this week, myself, in the coming week, I'll be there as part of the diversity, I think, the headmaster.
Investiture.
The investiture on the 15th. So
Yeah.
the team, the projects committee will be there. I'll be there from 14th all the way till Saturday.
Oh, great.
Just to follow up on what is
Great.
being done, and also to do a bit of recce for various venues that to close or finalize agreement for the
Right.
venues, for dinners and all that. There's a lot of jamming out
Yeah. And as we promised, this year we are following the schools from your Friday. We will be there from Friday, Saturday. Saturday it will be live on TV. School Connect will come live from there. We're just some small token. I know NEC will provide accommodation and some small money. The entire camera team will just be there to transmit Friday, Saturday. So tell your sponsors that it is live on TV and they'll take the advantage
Yeah, and I'm sure
and
they'll
advertise.
be happy to do. And very soon we'll be having quite a bit of a splash around with billboards. And stuff.
Right.
We have a very strong print media sponsor.
Great.
So anything print, they've come through for us.
True.
And as we speak, they are currently producing our billboards.
Great.
So we'll have quite a bit of splash around town.
Charlie.
So
This be the college, oh, Massa. Huh? You don't hear the things. 20 minutes past the hour, it's Augustins in the house. But, Emma, have you looked? I mean, by now, some people are still trying to get in touch and they don't know where to go. I keep on getting messages. Sometimes I put Sunu's number there. I ask my executives, can they give me Sunu's number so that they will get in touch? Ebi Moira, they want to contribute. You know, I have a billionaire somewhere who is an Apsunian from your group, but he keeps on asking me from Sika, why not my friend? You know, so if there's any number, Mr. Fatuja.
all right. So as far as contributions go, I mean, monies can be paid directly to we have accounts with EcoBank. That's Apsu 2000 95th anniversary.
So that should be the reference.
Yes, that's the account name.
Okay.
Yes, Apsu 2000 95th anniversary. The account number, I don't know if it will be good to share the details. You can put it out.
Yes, so
But
immediately
I'll
share,
mention-
they'll put it there.
Yes, so the CD account is, the number is 144-100-47-27551. That's with EcoBank. We also have a dollar account
Right.
that you can, and then we also have Momo, which is quite popular.
Yeah.
And the Momo name is Apsu 2000. The number is 059 7433861. And then we also
Can you repeat the memo so that
05
Michael and the team will put it up there for
059 7433861. And then we also have, we are on Chango. And
Okay.
Chango is one of the apps that was created also by an Apsu.
Apsunian.
Yes. So IT consortium.
Yeah.
So we on Chango, it's the Legacy Project 2025.
Right.
You just look for Apsu 2000 year group, and then we are also there. And I would also share for us. You can reach myself. I'm the head of business development. So
Okay.
0244
For the 2000
for the
group.
2000 year group.
Yeah.
The project, the anniversary committee.
Yeah.
So 0244 266 855 24/7. The number again is 0244 266 855. You can reach me anytime, and I'll be.
So 22 minutes past the hour 9, we have Sunian, a 2000 group, no, na utie, ubia utie, me no ni ubia, ubia St. Augustine's, L2 top, here group and a legacy project this year, the 95th anniversary, say, and ye BBO, so back on St. Augustine's, no person bois 2000 group, no, or the number be at to just send it there, maybe Ubano call Augustine's in tea, one man may comfort, one man be a fraudster, until so for say, school way ama me bana ebi tam $10,000 bi nefa komo mo nom som fe legacy omundi wo manumo uko St. Augustine's so na mo de to picture no so alumni sika and ye de ye project ni nti so ko school na feel say kakra beton nsema mesrewa ya doye school na ma waye nipa titru no sabio wan koye kromfo a na ne wo kasa St. Augustine udumi ebobo so free uwie St. Augustine's college mesrewa mo de number bi atodwa which screen is what ubetumi the usika kakra omo the reference na to me say the mumu na man for enti mema Herman asa repeating number no na wa utie mi e wo Europe Ukraine Russia na utie wo hwe YouTube no mesrawa na fasika no brand yefenko legacy project. Herman, can you repeat the number again, man?
059 74 33 861. 0597433 and the reference the name is Apsu 2000.
Okay. Until 24 minutes past the hour 9, wherever you are, St. Augustine's College time on School Connect. And so Augusco and those in the the Augusco boys almost really Apsunians. So let me come back to Mr. Sunu again. So this year's anniversary, anything unique coming up apart from
the Apsu anniversary?
Yes, anniversary.
So we started with a lecture in August around the feast of St. Augustine.
Right.
You know, the college is named after St. Augustine. So
yeah.
every year around the feast of St. Augustine, we have a mass.
Yeah.
But this year we added a lecture, and we looked at the role of alumni in the running of schools.
Yeah.
With focus on Apsu.
Right.
So that was the first activity. Since then, we have had a walk on the Ebri Hill.
Are you Mensa?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the next activity we are going to have is a lecture.
Okay.
Sorry, a dinner. We over the period we noticed that we have had a lot of people who have supported the development of Apsu, even as we work for the college. And we thought that for the 90th we should be able to appreciate such people. So we asked every year group to nominate a maximum of 2 people.
Oh, okay.
And they brought it, and then NEC vetted it, and we have a list of about 84 people who are going to be awarded at that dinner.
Oh, great.
The dinner dance.
And we nominated William Uko and Gustav Togobo.
You are
Yeah,
right.
from a
You
year
are
group.
right.
Yeah.
So some year groups nominated 1, some nominated 2, some thought that there wasn't anybody deserving, so they didn't nominate at all. So those people who have been nominated are representatives from the groups.
Okay.
And we are going to...
When is that date?
the date is 21st of February. It's a
February.
Friday evening.
So kindly
at
prompt.
Alisa Hotel.
Okay, so kindly prompt the team.
Yeah.
We'll be there to, maybe not live, but we'll pick some shots and maybe newsworthy and put on School Connect as well. So for now, there, everything Apsu is on us.
So Friday, 21st of February at 5:30 p.m. at the Rich Arena of Alisa Hotel. That's where we'll have the dinner and awards night.
Okay.
Then on the Sunday, 23rd, we'll have a Thanksgiving Mass at the Christ the King Catholic Parish in Cantonment. So that's what would close the anniversary.
Okay.
From there, we move straight to the 95th college anniversary in Cape Coast.
Right.
It will run from about the 12th, 13th of March through to 16th.
16.
So the anniversary day itself is 15th.
That was a
March.
Saturday.
Yes, please.
Right. So, Herman, plans, are you leaving? Everybody driving to meet in Cape Coast on a Friday. We met there on a Friday. The Friday was I mean, you can't imagine. Even Saturday we missed the speech day. It was difficult for people to really, I mean, meeting people after 25 good years. I think that some of your mates, you speak to them, but you've not met them.
We haven't.
Yes, after 25 years, I think that...
So it's a very important gathering. And for us, I mean, there are quite a bit of activities that have been proposed, and some have already been firmed up. So for medical outreaches, and like my senior said, we will also be embarking on a float of sorts, God willing, and then a bonfire night, sports with the football, I mean, matches with the students, a bit of hangout, like you said, and we hope that we will be able to make it. Because you know that usually comes as a precursor to the anniversary.
It's true.
Speech day. So
But the luck we have, let me give you the executives were out.
oh no, usually the executives will be out. And for us, the planning committee would also have to be
Yes,
there.
if not,
But
unless
given
NEC
that,
represents you.
I was there for the 94th last year, and quite a number of us were
Wow, great.
on my side. And from having seen what happened with DS, I think we would behave ourselves.
Oh, great. 29 minutes past our night in Augustine's in the house. So we're looking at the big anniversary coming up. As I said, we've probably School Connect will be there to bring anything about your school. And people are sending message that I want to say, good morning, Mr. Tony. I would like to know the procedure to pick as a panelist at Max FM. Most schools would like to be live at your studio. I hope you'll show other schools how to join the School Connect. Listen, pick this number, 0558 120907. If your school has not been here, because schools have booked you into 1 year in Tema, maybe you have a chance. Sometimes I guess it's about back to back. And they only say 0558 120907. If your school has not been here, so Bremen Sikuma SHS, Mrs. Comfort of Seb Banahini, Proud Basosian, 2015. Okay, so this is the number you can also call to book your school every Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. So that is it. So let's come back to this college again. You want to add something?
I wanted to, I think for the incident that happened, I think there was a film.
Yes, we are working.
Okay. All right. So
The accident?
Yes.
Okay.
and I know there's a movie that's been.
Yes, when I saw, I didn't understand it actually.
Okay.
Okay, you are going to premiere a movie?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so we'll see that. So that was sad news then in 1980 where, maybe the gentleman who caused that in, where is he now?
He was jailed, but we understand after a number of years he was pardoned.
He will regret. Is he alive?
The last time I heard he was.
He was alive.
Yes.
Charlie. Okay, so let's count some fondest memories. Augustine's, a typical day in St. Augustine's from Monday to Sunday. Maybe I'll start with Mr. Tete.
On a typical day, from Monday to Friday, we start with mass at 6 a.m.
Each house.
Each house.
Yeah.
We at the time we were 10 houses.
Yeah.
So we have 2 houses going on a particular day. So Monday, I think Monday was Peters and Glenn, and then Tuesday was Stevens and Patrick's. Wednesdays was Luke's and George's, and then Thursday St. Teresa's, and then Kelly. So we start off with mass. After mass, we go for dining. Then right after dining, classes.
Mass for all. Maybe I'm
No,
a
no,
Muslim.
for a particular house.
Okay.
For the designated house. But of course, Sundays, we all go to the assembly hall. But every day, you have 2 houses. who
So
attend.
typical on your screen is an after church Sunday, all white, and you dare not stay in this white. Okay, so houses.
So after mass, we all go for dining. Then after dining, classes starts. During our days, I think classes close around 1 or
It was
2.
about 1:30 there.
1:30.
Yeah.
Then we go for dining. Right after dining, you have an hour siesta.
Siesta.
If you don't feel sleepy, you have
You
to
need to sleep. You need to be. You need to jump into your
You have
bed.
to jump into your bed and sleep.
Yes.
Then at 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
we go for afternoon prep.
Pray. Yeah.
That will run till about 5
About 4:30.
or 4:30. At 4:30, we go for games.
Games.
You know, then by 5:30, we prepare, go and take our bath, and then go for dining at 6 p.m. After dining at 6 p.m., we go for evening prep at 7. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. lights out. We all have to go to bed. So that is the normal
regular.
routine. Of course, on Saturdays, Saturday morning we'll do, in fact, Friday evening to Saturday morning we'll do our usual cleaning and get ready for inspection. After inspection, we'll go for dining. Then after dining, we go for morning prep from 9 a.m. to 12 noon.
Great.
Now, after 12 noon, you are free to manage your time.
Time.
If you have to go to time, buy something, you go for an exit.
If you wash, you need to wash.
You wash. Of course, in St. Augustine, every Saturday was visiting, so your
Yeah.
parents will come and visit you, but then they'll see you only after 12.
Yeah.
Then we have that arrangement till about 5 p.m. where, of course, we go and prepare, go to dining, and then if there's entertainment, Saturday we had entertainment. Entertainment during our days was either you watch a movie
Yeah.
or there's a music session where you
Dance
have
competition.
dance competition
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a typical day. Monday to Herman, what was yours different?
No, it was quite similar. Except
Yeah.
that there are times I think in between we had these.
But what time do you get to visit the Holy Child girls?
That was
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
After prep.
When we
After-
had
No,
the
no,
three
Saturday
exams,
after morning prayer.
Yeah,
after
morning prayer.
Morning prep.
yes.
Then people will not learn because your mind day Holy Child girl in town.
And you know, we normally wear white and khaki.
Yes.
You know, but people come to school with some white and khaki they put aside. They
Fine.
don't wear it.
No.
That's for out, so when they are
With
going,
some trainers be somewhere.
Exactly.
come and see.
Especially when you're going to Wesley Girls Hall.
So Saturday morning, you polish, like military men
Polish,
polishing their
yeah.
boots. You want to shine in to see your face.
Charlie,
in there.
because you dey go see some girl. I mean, those were nice days there. I mean, it was part of the school. I mean, the whole structure, St. Augustine's will build you to become confident and what. But there's another big question. What is St. Augustine's and Holy Child? What is there? I mean,
Well,
Apsu,
Augusto, as you know, is a
Yeah.
boys' school, and Holy Child is a girls' school, and we are all from the Catholic Church. I mean, there is this. I don't know whether it's a rule or a norm, but eventually, if you check most of our students you have, a lot of them are married to Hobsons. I don't know whether it
Yes,
was
I mean,
prearranged.
so
But a lot of
you
our
agree?
students
Because 90% of St. Augustine's guys marry Holy Child girls.
It
Eh,
happens. It happens.
It happens.
it happens.
It happens.
And because in our year group we have about 10
Oh, really?
guys marrying Hobson. Not necessarily their mates, but
Yeah.
there's that link.
And the other thing too is that when they were running the O level in the 60s and the 50s,
Yeah.
Holy Child, Wesley girls did not have sixth form.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they were doing sixth form in St. Augustine's.
That's what
That's where your
You have the
Let me school.
your big school is.
okay.
So sixth form, they were all coming to Augusto as day students, and that's what happened until the 70s when Holy Child then started running its own sixth form.
Oh,
So that
okay.
also promoted that Apsu Hopsa.
But not Wesley girls.
No, Wesley girls started their sixth form a bit earlier.
Okay. So that's why the St. Augustine's Holy Child clique is.
Yes.
Okay. So we get it, right? 37 minutes past the hour 9. We're live on TV. It is School Connects in Augustine's College right here. So before we come back to some fondest memories, let me start with him. Some lashing by Okuto or some start on the table.
It would be good to touch on an Okuto memory.
No food is leaving the dining hall. Oh, may so rest in perfect peace. I mean, if you went to your guest, the sad news is that Okuto, I don't know, Robert Nyako, but most people call him Okuto. You'll put this picture on the screens for you to know the man we are talking about. So, Herman.
Yeah, so like I said, it would be good to touch on an Okuto memory. I remember he was our physical education teacher when I was in school. And usually when he comes to the class, I was in Arts 1, so we were quite stubborn. And he had this thing where he asks a question you can't, he brings you to the
So this is the man on the screen we are talking about. May he so rest in perfect peace. If we went to St. Augustine's, this man will never, your 3 lashes, you take it.
So it goes like, hold your tassels.
Hold your what?
Hold your tassels.
Yes.
And you are not supposed to leave it until you finish lashing.
I pointed out he was teaching even PE.
Yeah. So he was our physical education.
Yes.
And I remember there was one time, there's this classmate of mine. He's actually the head pastor for, I think, one of the Oben. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
I've forgotten the name of it. I think Keeper's house or something. And Okuto came and said, so where were we last time? I mean, as in recounting what he had taught us.
Yeah.
He said, when you come to class, all you say is hold your tassels, hold your tassels. And as usual, Okuto didn't take kindly to it. So he had to go and hold his tassels in front of us.
So hold your tassels. Oh, great. Oh, okay. So no.
Yes.
Oh, you climb the dining room table. You carry some bowls.
Some of us were pretty quiet when we were in the school, but there were a few encounters with, especially Mr. Bentum. Yeah. Mr. Bentum had his own ways of dealing with people. I remember Form 5 when I was in Peters. This man came there and said that he had heard noise, and he didn't know where the noise was coming from. He was going to punish everybody. So he made us all go out to go and weed around the house. We went down, before he could say Jack, we were all up sleeping without doing the work.
The old Bentum there.
Yeah, the old Bentum. So he came, and as he was coming, you know the Peter stairs, there are two
up and down,
meeting at a point.
Yeah.
So but he got there, as he was coming, he saw people making noise. He got there and the whole place was
quiet,
dead silent. Entered the room and then just hit one boy, said, where were you when I was coming? So say I was sleeping. Said, you mean you were hanging in the air? Because he saw an empty bed. So if you say you were sleeping,
yes,
then you were hanging. You mean you were hanging in the air? He said, I was sleeping on my bed. You can imagine, he just like the guy. He gave him 12 straight.
But he's also
the exciting thing about Mr. Bentum is, up to today, I still wonder what energy, where he got that energy from. Because we look at ourselves, I'm sure he was about our ages those days.
Yeah.
You go for prep, by the time you come, he will be lying on somebody's bed at the entrance, trying to figure out who is coming in early, who is coming late. When it's your bed, you can somewhere else. And then he will now get up and then, very unorthodox means of ensuring that students keep up with the discipline that they were expected to follow.
True.
And I sometimes ask myself, how many of our teachers today, how many of our educators today are ready to really take that much interest in students? And we pay homage to him.
Right. May he so rest in perfect peace. But husband time. Maybe I'll tell my before you know those days when you are going to complete school, you write your name.
I was here, so.
Yes, I was here, so. Then you write roll call. He came one day and said, I was here, so. Who is roll call? Because he saw the whole list. So he wanted to find out the names. And then so, that was names that everybody started laughing. That day, the whole Teresa's house, the quadrangle,
straight.
From upper 6 to the last Form 1 boy.
He has time for everybody.
Yes, Bentum. And Bentum is so intelligent that he can mention your father's name when he sees you, and he knows you by, I don't know, it was magical. One night we were shouting at Teresa's. You know, his house was just closer.
Yeah.
You know, from
Close to the
he
group.
came and said, Beverly, you are the one shouting. When he came, I was like asleep. But he said when he heard the voice, he knew that it was me. And that night, Allah. Listen.
He gave an account. My year group went to visit him in Takrady when we were about, I think, around 2011 or 12.
Okay.
And we asked him, how were you able to know everybody's name?
Yeah.
He said he knew a lot of names, but not everybody.
Okay.
So the ones he didn't know, he had a strategy. When he sees you, say, you there, I've seen you. You there, start, I've seen you.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Twice to just freeze you.
Yeah. Look at that.
I've been to stories. There are many. I remember Form 4. Normally, in Form 4, you don't read. You know, you are a senior.
Yeah.
So one of the days, I think there was a program in school. Then the Wesley girls and Holy Child were going to be around. So he came to our class, Form 4. And it's like, guys, I need your help. And we found it very strange. If we took by needing our help, you know, your girls will be coming around. The school has to look nice. So I have some small work for you just to help. I mean, you know, boys who were excited. We went to do the work. Next day we were in class. He came very upset. You people, you're a disgraceful lot. You people, I gave you work you didn't do. Now I'm going to punish you. How can coming to help me now trying to punish me? Because, you know, later I spoke to him and I was like, but it won't be so he got upset. And no, but too upset.
You will lash you.
He gave us some more. The school field.
And he has a strategy. He wants to lash you before you realize it's at your back.
Yeah, yes.
Bentum. Oh, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
And I also recall this story, you know, in the evenings, he also wears white and khaki shirts. And he go and sit around the school field.
And the mango, the
coconut
trees.
You know,
That's where the taxi will drop you.
Exactly. He doesn't smoke, but he will light. So when you're coming,
You think
see
he's a
student.
Yes, to
So if you are Charlie, and you light everybody up. He'll bring you, give you some lashes. The following day he'll give you a plot to weed.
Weed. Finish. Charlie, those were memories, right? So we'll look at the anthem of St. Augustine's. So some fondest memories there. If you're an Apsunian, and let's say you also have a story later when the phone lines are activated. Great Bentum, may his soul rest in perfect peace. He produced all the stars for St. Augustine when it comes to sports. The messages are coming in thick and fast. You can also send your message on 0506 367 196. 0506 367 196. Okay, so we come back to the school. The last time, Mr. Sono, somebody was asking me, our emblem, is the touch yellow or red? It keeps on changing.
It's the stubbornness of some people. The touch is supposed to be orange. That is the official color.
Orange, not
For
red.
Apsu, we have used red. So the Apsu logo has red, but the college one has orange.
Orange. So that is a
Apsu
distinction.
One, the red, you see that they were written in Apsu.
Okay.
Inside it.
So with the red is the
That's
Apsunian
Apsu. Orange is the college. There's
college.
no yellow.
Oh, okay. So that is the difference.
Yes.
Okay. So let's come to the motto. What does it mean? What does the emblem mean? You could see a torch. You could see some flowers. You could see some green and white. So on your screen, that is it. Ominia Winkit Labo. What it means and what the emblem itself means.
So the Omnia Wicked Labor simply means hard work conquers all. Others say perseverance conquers all. It's the same thing from the rendition in Latin. So hard work, perseverance conquers all. And so in the school we are taught to work hard, depend on God, but work hard to achieve it. And that is the way we train ourselves. For the colors, Our colors are green and white. The green is the color of the Irish people. You know, the school was founded by the SMA, who came from who were Irish. So their color in Ireland is the green.
Right.
And so that's and the green is Irish green, not any other green. Then we have the white, and then we have the white is looking at purity, the purity of heart with which we are nurtured.
Right.
The gray at the top, it's a combination of black and white. So blacks and whites working together. You know,
Okay.
the founding fathers who were all white, and then the blacks, they came to meet working together. So black and white, you achieve gray. Then the torch is the symbol for victory, success, excellence,
Yeah.
which at the end of your training, you are expected to have.
Great.
So it's a torch of victory. The orange goes back to Ireland.
Yeah.
It's also the color they use. In fact, it's the color of the nation.
Okay.
If you look at their flag, the Irish flag,
True.
it's the orange that is in there. That's why we insist that it's orange and not
Right,
red
right.
or yellow or
Great.
whatever.
Great.
And the wreath around the torch is also adding to the sacrifices that you make in trying to achieve excellence.
Yeah.
So that's about the crest. The crest was designed by the priests themselves, the founding fathers, Father
Of
Tony and
Celestia.
his people. And then they got it designed properly
Right.
from Ireland, and then they brought it to us.
Okay.
So that's about it. Our flag is yellow, it's white and green.
Green.
Yes.
Okay. So perseverance, hard work, conquers all. That is the motto. And so when you meet a colleague, Absunian, what do you say and what is the response?
We just say Apsu, and the response will be action.
Just one?
If you see, you normally do that 3 times.
3 times,
So,
okay.
Apsu, action. Apsu, action.
Absu, action, Kote. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. So let me start from here. Absu, action. Absu, action. Absu, action, Kote. Charlie, there's no college like this school. Charlie. So, I mean, let's look at our personalities before we go to our anthem. I mean, from medicine, sports, legal, presidency, whatever.
Yeah, plenty.
So let's start the introduction from here first.
You have plenty.
So start
I
with
mean,
Mr. Rakatete yourself.
the late General Queno.
Now I want to see you two as an Absunian. You need to tell us where you are.
Oh,
You're also a big man, so
they are bigger men. I'm into IT.
right.
So I do a lot of consultancy in that area. And I also do events as and when it comes up. So that's what I do.
Okay. So no.
I'm an engineer. I work with Ghana Libya Arab Holding as the head of project development and operations.
Great.
I also serve on the Engineering Council Ghana as a board member.
True. Okay, man.
Right. So I'm a banker. I work with Fidelity Bank. And I currently head the local corporates. Unit.
Right. Okay. So let's look at the personalities. The late General Okweno, we've lost him. May so rest in perfect peace. Prominent people on that.
Professor Clifford Niboy Tego.
Niboy Tego.
Honorable Kwesi Ahoy.
Okay.
Mr. Polakwa, he was a former governor of Bank of Ghana.
Ghana Paul Akwa.
Polakwa.
Pakwesi Ndum.
Pakwesi Ndum.
Totobi Kwachi.
Totobi Kwachi. Honorable Hakman Osuajima.
Hakman Osuajima.
Our current minority leader.
Afeyo Markin.
Yeah.
He was my junior at school.
Yes.
Yeah. Cabral Blair Amir.
Probably, I mean,
The late Junior Agogo.
yeah.
Marco Kreku Mante. I mean, have the men.
There are too many to mention.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe when we start mentioning, maybe we will not complain. Nathaniel Atom, Michael Kojoesian.
The beauty of it is that every sector of life, you will find Absunians who are making it big. every area.
Ken
of life.
Ashigbe,
Media,
Yes,
politics,
yes.
public service, military,
Everybody.
engineering, academia,
Former,
banking.
that's I say.
former editor of graphic, Mr. Asma.
Asma too also.
Yeah,
He lives in
yeah.
Dansuma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawyer Peter Zwenes.
Zwenes, Apsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also lives in Dansuma.
Yeah.
Prof. Abuchi.
Prof. Abuchi.
Oh, yeah.
Whether young or old,
Yeah,
you
we
find
have
them
the men.
everywhere.
The Haptel guys.
Haptel,
Yes,
like-
sir. I mean,
Alex Brown.
we have them.
He was
Dr.
talking
Pape
about
Wube.
IT consortium.
Yes.
IT consortium, when you go there, all the founding members are Apsunians.
Oh, great. So we can mention, well, I mean, I've seen it. Yeah, boy, him to me, Anna, Bebre. Our own doctor, we have doctor here, our own doctor, Dr. Mr. Majemiji, Dr. Gwe. Dr. Niyoto. Oh, money your rookie officer. Let's also an Absunian. Doctor to an Absunian. Okay, so Absunian, if they want to mention, I mean, just few, because Charlie, length and breadth everywhere. We day. From media to music to everywhere. We day. When it comes to sports, the Bubuja. So that is it for Senegal. So let's just our school anthem so that we come to our messages.
Okay. Our college anthem was proudly composed by J.P. Johnson Sr. In the 1950s.
But you composed it in Fanti.
Yes,
Okay.
he composed it in Fanti.
Why Fanti?
If you watch the schools of those days, all of them they are having anthems in English
Yes.
and
Latin. Some have Latin.
Exactly. But the people thought that we are building an indigenous school. Our motto is in Latin. We instruct in English. It is good that we have an anthem which is in Fanti. It will connect the students to the location where they are being trained. And so our anthem eulogizes St. Augustine, who is our patron saint, and then the virtues that he has.
Okay.
And then if you follow through to the last verse of the anthem, it's a prayer that will also become like
St. Augustine,
who is like that.
Okay, so let's have the anthem. Let's sing the anthem.
All right. Mo Augustine,
Yeah,
mo Tony, Papa, ready, go.
Mo Augustine, mo Tony, Papa, no Kwanyamiso, Mosadein. Every Greek and slave, war and Unyam, Aso Krokro, Nichetre, Nipa. Mo Augustine, Yada Fopa, Otuni, Monica Neba, Sia Sor, Nike Draje, Amaya Fata Nyamine.
So we're from the Adoremus.
The Adoremus is a portion of the Catholic Mass.
Okay.
And in the early 80s, the students decided that it would be a chant that will be added to the chorus. So when we are done with it, they start
Adoremus in eterno sanctissimo sacramento.
So that added some foreign touch to the anthem.
Oh, there's a guy who went to Kofodia sector. He said, Charlie, his dream was to come to the Augustines, but he didn't know how he ended at Kofodia sector. PK, the guys are here. Augustine's guys are here, right? In the next 4 minutes, we'll be going off TV. We'll still continue on radio. 56 minutes past the hour 9. And I have so many messages here. Good morning. I'm watching you, St. Augustine's from Pig Farm. Cecilia Santia Dusa Herman. Love from your mom, Cici. Hey, your mom says it's watching. So, mom, we need money because today Herman is a big man. If not St. Augustine's, okay, Dosia Edusa say, I salute the table of men. Herman Spooky, we see you. Dauda Afezi, good morning. I'm watching you live from Gomwa, Darampong. So those messages coming in. There's another message. The woman says, I hope. Good morning, Mr. Tony. I'd like to know the procedure to pick as a panelist of Max FM. Most schools would like to be live at your studio. No problem. I hope your show, your schools, how to join the School Connect privately or publicly. Thank you. This is Mrs. Comfort Oseb Banahini, Brema Sikuma SHS, proud Basosie 2015. I've given you the number. I'll say, okay. This School Connect deserves an award for sure. Thank you very much, madam. We've taken it. Award needed. The whole Ghana will be into me. Prepare for us any message. The man again. Good morning, Mr. Tony. Happy New Year to you and the entire IMAX media team. Thanks for connecting us to our schools once again in 2025. My senior McLeod Osebana in proud amount for Prempeh College 2011. I love the view of St. Augustine's College. I love the greens, though Prempeh College is greener. Prempeh and Augustine's have brotherhood connection. Though Prempeh are the seniors, we support them reigning in central region, while their seniors Prempeh reign globally. Hey, McLeod, St. Augustine's a holy child is that of Prempeh College and Yasantua. No matter what, our side chicks, they are ours and ours forever. Okay, so that's the message coming from McLeod. Always sending some good messages there. You can also call in. Okay, so that is it. So maybe I'll activate my phone lines, and those watching on TV will move straight and continue on radio. And the more TV, no, yeah, bye-bye. Our TV, so I'll be on radio 89.7. Thank you very much for watching us on TV. And now, back to the studios. So we activate the phone lines and see how many Apsunians will call us this morning. 0550 055 522. 0550 055 522 or 055 159 8321. 055 159 8321. You can also call and contribute. But we are live still on Radio 89.7. And don't forget, we are streaming on all our social media handles. And our website is www.max.com.gh, where you have all authentic stories, everything sports entertainment exclusive on that page. And also Max TV Ghana is a YouTube page. Twitter is Max TV Ghana. And Instagram is Max TV GH Online. And TikTok is Max TV _GH. And Facebook is Max TV. And Max TV FM 89.7. Kumasi is maximum 104.3. And the maximum is 104.3 Takrady. Max FM in Kumasi 102.3. You get it right there. So St. Augustine's College right here. So let me start with Sono. So what happened to Aponchike? People keep on asking. So what brings the alumni together? Some pair sometimes a disco calls for games with Infantipim. Augusto, what particularly brings the alumni together apart from our anniversaries and maybe some work within the year?
So we have standard activities that bring us together. One is the speech day, which is the climax, call it. The climax homecoming. And the speech days are not, in fact, we want to move away from calling it speech day. It's college anniversary because it's not just a day's activity. We go in on probably, some go on Tuesday, some go Wednesday, but by Thursday we are all there.
Right.
And we run through till Sunday. And so it's an anniversary weekend. And for us, it's a homecoming. And we want to get to a point where every Apsunian, wherever you are in the world, you will want to come to Cape Coast for that period where we'll all bond, we'll share memories, and we'll plan into the future and all of that.
Yeah.
That's number one. The next one is a program we have in June towards July. Towards the end of June into July.
Right.
It is a mentorship program, which we do for the students. The idea is that we need to give back to the students, let them appreciate what we went through and how we have gotten to where we are, so that they can follow through our steps and also get there by the grace of God. So that's also a program we have every year.
Yeah.
Then we have the Feast of St. Augustine. That is, Feast of St. Augustine is 28th August. So whichever day it falls, we either have a program or we have a mass or we combine the two.
Okay.
And that's also one that brings us together.
Yeah.
Then we have the memorial mass, which we do on the 2nd of November to remember all our colleagues who have gone into eternity.
Yeah.
You know. So these are standard activities. In between, we have September 21st, which is Nkrumah's holiday.
Yeah.
We try to plan an Apochakakra around that period.
Okay.
And normally we give that to the year group, which is hosting the speech day, to organize it.
Yeah.
And so that's the program that brings. Unfortunately, the challenge we have with Apochakakra is that people come at different times. So you start the thing, let's say 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Some will come at 10. He sits around 2 hours, he leaves.
Yeah.
Another will come at 11, 12. So you don't have a period where you have everybody at a point.
Oh, okay.
That's a challenge we need to probably look at so that we can all come at a point, all enjoy fellowship, and then we can close together.
Okay.
That is where the challenge. The last time, was it here for the previous one? They did one at the Kanda, where Reggie Ross.
Oh yeah,
It was your group.
Yeah, it was my group. Okay, so we actually did two.
Yes, back to
So-
back.
Yeah, so we did the one we called the 1930.
Yeah.
I mean, picking it from the school's year.
Yeah.
So we had the 1930, but we collaborated with Hobson,
Also,
Comifest,
okay.
and then Rockstones Watching to have a 3-day event. But we did our Ponchikaka. Unfortunately, it coincided with the GIG's major anniversary. And we were doing it in their premises. So there was a bit of a clash, which was a downside. So it sort of dials down the kind of.
Okay.
So what we do is that we encourage people to get active in their year groups. Be very active in your year groups, and then when we have these syndicated activities that bring all of us together as one union. But if sometimes you hear people say, when is the next Apsu program? Then ask, when is your year group program? You know, we are not a union where, and that comes back to this union thing.
Yeah.
The focus is more on the year groups.
Okay.
So his year group is active there. I mean, active in my group. He's active in his group. From time to time, we organize the big one. But if every day we have to organize the big one, Apsunians, we are in our thousands.
Yeah.
How are we going to be able to bring everybody
So,
together?
okay.
And then we'll have the collateral damage of people saying that Apsu is only Accra-based.
Yeah.
But we are not an Accra group. We are a global group.
Global, okay.
But if he is active in his group, they have their way of connecting. Then from time to time, we all come together as a big global unit.
A colleague is asking, why don't we do sporting activities compared, Fantipim, Adisadel have this annual thing they do, and sometimes Akaka comes to join, but St. Augustine's has, I quite remember, is it 95 group organized some games at Legon some years ago, and I want to partake. But apart from that, according to some of the guys, no sporting activity most of the time, the whole year.
I think, was it last year?
It's about 3 years.
3 years ago, we organized one at Burma Camp,
Okay.
where we played lawn tennis, table tennis, there are all kinds of games at Burma Camp. I think it's something we are looking at continuing. In fact, when we talk about this Santa Mobile games, I think they've also had a discussion where they are even looking at getting Apsu to join that group. As to how soon it will happen, I can't tell, but it's in the works.
But the year groups organized last year, 1999, organized one. They invited 2000, invited 98.
Oh,
There were about
okay.
4-year group. They did it at the Presec.
School field.
They call it
AstroTurf.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there have been some of these.
I
Okay.
think the year groups do. The year groups do. Because my year group, we almost on an annual basis. So it's either we get invited or we invite.
We invite.
So the year groups do. Even the years after a year group do that, but probably it's not heavily publicized, which is part of the issue. So it's something that is.
We need to look at. Okay. So 7 minutes past the hour 10. Anytime, so we'll be drawing the curtains down. And as I said, St. Augustine's in the house here. I know those who are trying to get in, can still call us 055 159 8321 or 055 0055 522. Okay. Simon, let's come to a wrap to what is going to happen and what should we expect, because in March we will be moving with St. Augustine's train, maybe by Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe we're back on Sunday.
So I'd like to first off start by expressing sincere gratitude to NEC. I think they've helped us a lot with regards to guiding us through the process. We've been stubborn at times. Senior, I mean, my
You've been
year
chasing
group,
executives.
you see, the problem at times with the year group is when you have a lot of people who have a lot of achievers so there's a lot of clash of personalities.
Yeah.
And that's also the beauty of it. And so to the entire group, I know they are listening. They've been sending messages. Thanks for all the fighting. It's part of what shapes us to do what we do.
Yeah.
And the most important thing now is for us to bring it home. I mean, bringing the contributions, support massively, and most importantly, the attendance for our programs has to be something we should push to ensure we do. And I think NEC has admonished us on quite a number of occasions on that, and it's something we are pushing to ensure that happens.
True.
Like I also said, there's a lot going to happen in March, and in the coming days there'll be a lot of publicity. There's a lot of things we are doing, on ground to ensure that this anniversary is the legacy project is delivered on time, and also the anniversary is celebrated and celebrated well.
Great.
Something befitting of the kind of college we brag about.
True. So just factor us in. We'll make sure we'll give you all the necessary support when it comes to publicity, as well as School Connect. We'll make sure we'll be with our entire team, camera team, our directors, and also more, but at least a maximum of 6 or 5. So we'll just make sure everything will be live. So maybe you're more your opportunity, but keep coast. Max TV is the place to watch. Whatever the 2000 will be doing, you see it live. That will be a Saturday. We'll put all together. And we'll be doing live from maybe the Quadrangle, or maybe they will locate us where they will be. We'll make sure we speak to everybody you would like to see on that day. So Max TV, we are with you. So now,
So we want to thank our president and all the members of the National Executive Council,
who is the president now?
Dr. Ernest Antonio Say,
Antonio
of the
Say.
1980 year group.
Oh, great.
So we want to thank all of them for their support.
I thought Kenashigbe was,
No, Kanashigwe is the convener for his year group.
his year group. Okay.
And then we want to remind all Apsunians that the dinner will come off on 21st Friday of February. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, contact your year group convener and book your ticket by making your payment. For those who have been selected as awardees, get yourselves ready. And 21st, let's all meet and have that dinner dance with the awards. Then we'll have the mass on the Sunday, the 23rd. And then from there, all roads will lead to Cape Coast from the 12th through to the 16th of March for the 95th college anniversary of the biggest college in Ghana.
The whole Ghana in Africa, all it. Mr. Akatete.
I want to add, for those who have not booked their rooms for the 95th anniversary, please do so now, because hotels in Cape Coast are getting fully booked by the day.
I
So
love
you
this
don't-
hotel. Is it Pepsi?
Yeah. So book your hotel and get ready. But remember, 21st February, we will be expecting you at the awards and dinner dance. Thank
That will be at Alisa Hotel.
Alisa
Alisa
Hotel.
Okay. So those listening, more mutie, only St. Augustine's, be a catcher and say, what radio, watch your TV, and see, because see air bustle 21st February. Wherever you are, you need to get to your ticket. Where do you get a ticket from?
You should
Well, they
contact-
should contact their year group conveners.
Okay, so your year group conveners will make sure you get your
Exactly.
tickets. And it's our year group will be all those in your year group. If you are not active, please just be active. Call a friend to tell you that you want to be at the dinner because we all be there to meet all the Apsunians in this country. This is where the network starts. You meet one, you talk to him and say, Charlie, me, I'll be carpenter. I say, Charlie, I'll give you some contract. So I'm begging you. If you're an Apsunian and you want to get the link, get the network, be at this dinner. Don't miss it. So, anything else? Or you have some acknowledge, you want to acknowledge certain people?
Oh, for me, I'm still asking for money.
And so on behalf of the host year group,
Yeah.
we want to appeal to all Apsunians. We are in January.
So the numbers are on your
The
screen.
anniversary will be in March. Let's all rally behind year group 2000,
2000,
and
yeah.
support them to deliver the Genius Science Block project and host the anniversary successfully. The hosting the anniversary is not just the speech day.
Yeah.
They buy prizes for students, they buy awards for teachers, they set up the place for the program, they host a dinner for us,
Yeah.
they refresh us at the Congress, which we'll have on the 14th of March. They also support the students for their student awards night that they will do on the Thursday. They will have a medical outreach. They will support the headmaster to host the visitors that will come on the Saturday.
Right.
It's a whole kettle of fish.
Yeah.
And so we want to appeal to all Apsunians. Just follow through with the numbers that have been shared. Let's support year 2000 even as they deliver this. And then we'll all together jubilate.
Amen. So, man, I saw no man in the world. So that's on the screen. So anybody who has that contribution should try. All right. So the guest is here. We will be there. So we'll be there to support them. As I said, we'll be doing the transmission live from Cape Coast on that day. So Friday we are off Accra, from the bonfire to everybody. But all the teachers that we've lost, from Dodoman, is it? Ayensu, Old Freddy, Old Ayensu, Betum, Cholo, just a few. Stains is alive.
Stains is there.
Hey, no, Kumsin.
Kumsin is there.
But Kumsin,
Mr. Kumsin.
it's Mr. Kumsin is gone. Kumsin
One second.
1 second. 1 second. Okay. So thank you very much, Apsunians. Maybe we'll catch them another time. Maybe after the 95th anniversary, we'll tell the story. You need to watch our screens. You know what? We'll read our website for all the publicity you need to get. So School Connect comes to an end, and sports team will take over. 15 minutes past the hour 10. My name is Tony Beverly, and this is how we end it.